Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome SolidWorks Chief Executive Officer Bertrand Sicot.
So the Spider-Man, the guy who is driving the spider, is John. He's from an organization called Eat Heart, and we will learn more about what they do, crazy things, as you can see, tomorrow morning. So, are you afraid by spiders? A little bit, right? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1001, 1002, 2003, 2002, 561, 5,603, 5,604. So we are 5,600 people attending SolidWorks World today. This makes the biggest and largest members of people attending SolidWorks World. So congratulations and thank you for coming. So you remember last year, we spoke about design without limits and how you amaze us with your creativity and the innovation you put in your products. This year, it's all about inspired people creating inspired design. Today, we will speak about people who are willing to clean the ocean from plastic. We are going to speak about people who are literally reinventing the wheel. We are going to speak about people building human body prosthetics, nothing less. 12 months ago, when we met for the last time, it was in Orlando, we shared the news with you that the SolidWorks community reached a key milestone, 2 million users, members of the SolidWorks user community. 12 months after, this number has grown quite a lot. And now, we are 2.3 million SolidWorks members in the SolidWorks community. That's a big achievement, right? This makes the largest community of the engineering industry, designing in 3D. We are growing in licenses, we are growing in revenue, and we are growing faster than the market. That's a big achievement. Thank you to you. We are proud to be part of Dassault Systèmes, the 3D experience company, a company that is investing in 3D, committed to 3D. Our goal at SolidWorks World is to inspire you to be more creative, to be more productive, to be more passionate. At SolidWorks, we believe that inspired people create inspired design. There is no better place than SolidWorks World in San Diego to be inspired. We have here over 5,000 users. Did you feel the excitement last night at the Partner Pavilion, where we have more than 100 companies, partners, showing what they do on top of SolidWorks? The most important here at SolidWorks World, it is the connection among each other, between each other. The room is full of people who have better ways of doing things. It's a huge opportunity for you to find better ideas and to share your passion with them. Reach out during the breakout session, during the lunch, during the special event. Reach out to new friends, make 5 friends, and reconnect. That's the power of the SolidWorks user community when we gather together at SolidWorks World. It is all of you that make SolidWorks, the product and the community, so powerful. All of you here. Take it all in. Ask your question. Get the answer. Our biggest asset is the SolidWorks user community. And so much of the community is here, 5,000 people. Let's talk about what brought us together since the beginning, almost 18 years ago already. One product, SolidWorks, only one product. The things have changed. Now SolidWorks is a full product portfolio. We are growing that product portfolio. We are investing a lot. We have SolidWorks, SolidWorks Simulation, SolidWorks Simulation Flow, SolidWorks Plastics, SolidWorks EPDM for data management, SolidWorks Composer for technical documentation, and last but not least, SolidWorks Electrical for electrical design. We have also eDrawing. Don't forget eDrawing for collaboration and sharing files between each other. You know that. It's widely used in the user community. We have also DraftSight, that you can use to simply manage your DWG files. This past year, in 2013, we have been delivering a new release, SolidWorks 2014, for the entire product portfolio. We have been introducing SolidWorks Plastics, and we have been introducing SolidWorks Electrical. That, by the way, has been the fastest and most successful introduction for a SolidWorks add-on in the SolidWorks community. We have delivered eDrawing with augmented reality on iOS. eDrawing is also available now on Android. DraftSight version 5, and a new package for DraftSight. So it has been a pretty active year. In 2013, we also introduced MySolidWorks. MySolidWorks.com is the single place to go if you want to connect and share information. Everything about SolidWorks is right there. We have a very fast adoption of MySolidWorks, and it's a huge success. And we are planning to add more services and content in 2014. I cannot give an update on the SolidWorks user community without talking about education. Today, 27,000 schools are teaching engineering in 3D using SolidWorks in 80 countries. Every day, we have 2.5 million users, students, who are learning engineering touching SolidWorks, 2.5 million students. We have countries, entire countries, committing to have their students discovering engineering with SolidWorks, such as Algeria, the country in Africa. They equipped 550 schools, and they say engineering in Algeria will be done for the students on computers, 3D CAD is SolidWorks. We have industry leaders mentoring students in Japan. And today, we have with us young students from some school from San Diego. So it's a large community of educators who are teaching engineering to the students every day. It's very significant. So that was 2013. So what are we going to do in 2014? You are here because you are looking for news, right? Something is telling me that you are looking for news. We have some good news for you. So in addition to SolidWorks 2015, the new release that that you will discover on Wednesday, but that we will deliver in the summer, this year we are adding 2 new products. The first one is a new application for the existing product portfolio, SolidWorks Inspection. SolidWorks Inspection will help the quality and process engineers to easily create their inspection drawings and reports. This product will be in the technical communication family. You can check it on the partner pavilion on the SolidWorks booth, and it will be available on April 2nd. A new module for SolidWorks. Last year, at SolidWorks World, we presented to you a new product that we were at that time working on, SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual is the first application developed by SolidWorks on the 3D Experience platform. SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual is conceptual, as the name says it, meaning that we are aiming at using that application in the conceptual phase of your project. It's social for collaboration. It's connected because the data, they are in the cloud. And it's instinctive so that you can think more about engineering when you design your product and less about the software. We have been working since a few months with a selected number of customers. Few of them are going to join us on stage today to share with you their feedback. And this application will be available on April 2nd. You will see more about this application, SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, in a few moments, because we will have a full presentation of SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. It's a very exciting moment. It's a brand new product line based on the 3D Experience platform. And believe me, and listen to what we are going to say this morning, it's only the beginning. All that is possible only because we have a wonderful, great R&D team. You know, when we come at SolidWorks World, we always bring with us a large crew. You know, they are the stars of SolidWorks World. They are here. They are the ones who are making it happen. So we have 60 people of the SolidWorks R&D team sitting here. So guys, please stand up. This team is led by Gianpaolo Bassi, VP R&D from SolidWorks. So Gianpaolo, right there. Thank you. And as we are talking about the 3D Experience platform, there is a person from Dassault System that is really working hard and helping us to make everything happen. That person is with us today. It's Dominique Florac, sitting here. So Dominique, please stand up. He's the Senior Executive VP for Dassault System R&D. So exciting brand new time at SolidWorks. You know, existing product portfolio, a brand new one we are starting. We are a lucky organization. We can do both. Well, now let's talk about design. When I visit when I meet with users, I'm always impressed by the way you are inspired in your design. Sometimes it's not always only about product. Sometimes it's about the social need, the cause. Inspired people creating inspired design. I met with a young kid, I shouldn't say young kid anymore, right? His name is Boyan. I want to speak here about an initiative called the Ocean Cleanup. Boyan is an aerospace engineering student at the University of Delft in the Netherlands. He has also a passion, diving. He went to Greece, and he came back. He said, hey, it cannot be like that anymore. Diving in the middle of plastic bags is simply not possible. He came back, and he decided to see how we can design a system that would clean the entire ocean from plastic. So he started that initiative. We met. We organized a SolidWorks context with the SolidWorks user community. Maybe some of you here in the room, you have participated in. And the goal was really for Boyan and his organization to get inspiration and help from the SolidWorks user community. There is a winner. Somebody win the prize, because we had a prize for the Dr. Amir Sadjadpour. Boyan is sitting with us here today, this morning. He's in the front row. And if you have 5 minutes, and if you want to get inspired and see what passion means, take time and discuss with Boyan. So Boyan, thank you for coming, and thank you for everything you are doing. Inspired people creating inspired design. Sometimes, when I meet with you, I look at the product you design, and it could be innovation, but it could be also beauty, inspiring you. The Queen button from the Commonwealth, for the Commonwealth Games. Basically, the Commonwealth Games, they are the third biggest multi-sport event after the Olympics and the Asian Games. The Queen baton is similar to the Olympic torch, but it brings also a message from the Queen from England. It has been designed by a company called 4C Design in the UK, and the design combines three things mainly. The first one is traditional woodworking from the boat building techniques from the Glasgow area, direct metal laser sintering, a form of 3D printing, and electronics with LED lighting connected with Bluetooth technology. So guess what? The message from the Queen can come with the Bluetooth technology. Wonderful. Very, very, very innovative, because if you think, it's only a torch. Inspired people creating inspired design. The last example that I have selected here is sometimes when I meet with you, I say, hey, how can you come with such an idea? The Copenhagen wheel. The Copenhagen wheel. There is a team of MIT students. They literally decided to reinvent the wheel. They licensed the technology. They created an organization called the Super Pedestrian. And they turned this simple bike into a smart electric hybrid. So basically, the system learns how you pedal, captures the energy, give it back to you, and it's 3 times more powerful than a normal cyclist. Guess what? Obviously, this wheel is connected to your iPhone. They have a special app, and you can customize your ride. They have also a special functionality called Flatten My City, so that you can feel that you always ride your bike on a plane, even if you go up hills. And it automatically locks and unlocks your bike when you walk away. That's really inspired people creating inspired design. This is only few examples of what you can do, the SolidWorks user community. You are the inspired people creating inspired design. As we progress in the world of technology, it's no longer about product or solution anymore, or solely. We are slowly moving, but we are moving towards more of an experience. Dassault Systèmes, our company, has taken the stand to say, we are the 3D experience company. There is a person of Dassault Systèmes that is very busy. His schedule is very busy, but he wants always to be with us in January during the 3 days. He is clearly a visionary for the industry. He has a passion for science. Please welcome the CEO and President of Dassault Systèmes, Mr. Bertrand Sicot.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bertrand.
How are you?
Very good, and you?
Excellent.
So welcome.
Wonderful. Those are beautiful stories.
Outstanding.
I love
this
them.
is the result of the great community.
Amazing. Good morning to everyone. I'm so pleased to be here. Like every year, I try to think about what I can bring to you, what can inspire you, because you are inspiring us, all of us. And this year, I came just to tell you one simple message. With SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, the first generation of applications on the 3D experience platform, we are entering the design world in the age of experience. And I commit to you that by the end of this SolidWorks 2014 conference, you will have seen and you will be convinced that this is going to change the world of design in a very profound and significant way. SolidWorks, you love the brand. It's a love mark around the world. It's a great user community. I've been chairman of SolidWorks for 17 years now. I've got the team to create and invest to do this beautiful product line that you see today. And I know you love that. But of course, we also need to prepare the future, because preparing the future for you as much as you prepare the future for your own companies. We have today, around the world, an amazing number of prestigious customers. For the last 30 years, we have transformed the world of manufacturing in a big way 3 times. 3D, pervasive 3D everywhere. Then replacing physical mock-up with digital mock-up, you can do world collaboration. And then connecting process and products, the world of the MIG and the world of the design with PLM. And look at what our customers are doing today. Probably around 200,000 enterprise customers. Please run the video. Over 20,000 new enterprises joined Dassault Systèmes last year, and this was supposed to be a difficult year, 2013. You can imagine the dynamic and the user community. First of all, thank you to all of you who continue to be committed to SolidWorks and our software. 12 industries, the world's most prestigious brands. We have a responsibility, and the responsibility is about innovation. The responsibility is about dreaming and making the future possible. The 7 other billion on the planet will not be able to live the way we live. We have to change the way energy, many of the sectors, food, healthcare, and that's why listening to you, our dear users and customers, we have put the innovation at the center of what we do, and that's why the Forbes magazine, the Forbes Index 100, positioned Dassault Systèmes as one of the most innovative companies in the world. It's a reality, and today you will see that in action, and you will see the advantage of that in action for you and for the future of your business. Because what we do in this world is really about harmonizing product, nature, and life using virtual universe to do so. The rendezvous, the meeting point of everything the society is doing now is in cities, home, offices. 60% of the world is in cities or will be in cities by 2050. We have to be able to connect smart transportation, intelligent system together. We have to be able to represent the world digitally, so we can do things from that standpoint. I came here in San Diego at the SolidWorks 2012, and I told you what Bertrand said. This company, Dassault Systèmes, is going to be the 3D experience company. At that time, it was kind of grandiose view. What are they doing, those guys? Today, everyone recognizes that there is an horizon, and this horizon is to serve the experience economy in a different way. That's what you are going to see in action today. And in order to do that, on February 9, 2012, we said Dassault Systèmes is going to invest in that direction, as much as we said in the past, 3D, digital mockup, PLM, now the new horizon is set. I came to the SolidWorks 2013 and told you we are about to create for all the brands in the company, a common platform called the 3D Experience Platform, on which all applications will work in a social, connected, online way. The 3D Experience Platform to power all our brand. That's what you see here. And of course, among the loved best brands, SolidWorks. We have last year invested $1 billion in acquisition, not taking into account the $400 million of investment in R&D to continue to expand the portfolio for all the brands. Whether it's about Simpoe to do SolidWorks plastic simulation, as Bertrand talked about, on all the technology that are now available with the SolidWorks user experience for you. And you have seen the product family. I think for the last 17 years, we have been walking the talk. And we have been doing what we've said. And I want you to remember that, because in this industry, trust for the long term is essential. What are the big trends that you should have in mind looking forward? There are at least 3 parameters you should keep in mind. The world of the making is changing. 3D printing is just one facet. We have customers who are going to print titanium parts, print them. So the world of design is going to change because the world of the making is going to change. The second thing you need to keep in mind is that products are becoming smarter and smarter. With Internet of Things, Internet for industry, Internet connecting different smart objects, mechatronic objects together, the world of design is changing. And the third dimension, of course, is related to big data. How can we learn from big data and then exploit those to improve the business? With those trends in mind, what I want to illustrate in the next minutes are 3 practical solutions which are going to change the way you run the business for the future. Because design is about top-line creation. It's about revenue and growth. It's not only about optimization of things. The first illustration is on big data using the experience platform to show you how indexing big data in your companies, you can look at design and parts in a different way. Please run the video of one part.
Every day, designers and engineers have to make critical decisions that can introduce significant global costs into the company. Engineers are engaged in designing more and more new parts, rather than locating and reusing similar or equivalent parts that already exist inside a company's legacy data assets. The downstream effect of creating new parts is not always recognized by the engineer, but has a significant effect on the company's bottom line. If the enterprise must acquire or produce new parts, create new production procedures, deploy new quality controls, and then stock and store the new parts, all of these actions add substantial time and costs into the system. If we quickly locate and evaluate existing parts for reuse, designers and engineers will save huge costs for their companies. Searching for similar or equivalent parts that may reside somewhere inside a company's legacy assets is a very time-consuming process today. In fact, many legacy designs in similar parts are not even known to designers and are hidden from view inside data sources scattered across the company. Without an ultra-efficient tool to rapidly locate and compare similar parts, design engineers simply choose to recreate the part rather than spend unproductive time searching. Well, today, there's a solution available that leverages the power of a company's legacy data assets while delivering extreme value and rapid bottom-line results. Exolid One Part is a new application that helps designers and engineers reuse the right part in a few seconds. The application provides all the decision criteria for the user to rapidly locate a reusable part and its associated documentation. Designers and engineers explore and compare legacy parts and design assets at the speed of thought, and are better equipped to make sound, timely decisions on whether it is really necessary to create the new parts and incur the high associated lifecycle costs. With just a few clicks, users interact with legacy parts and related 2D and 3D designs, gaining immediate insight into vast amounts of previously hidden data. When a similar part is discovered, the user experience is further enriched by identifying important related documents like specifications, testing, validation, and certification materials, and in many different formats. This allows the user to access key information that's associated with the part being considered for reuse. In summary, Exolid One Part enables a superior user experience with immediate business benefits like accelerated time to market by speeding the design process and reducing redesign and rework tasks, reduced high lifecycle costs incurred by creating new parts and maintaining duplicate part inventories, and reduced release risk through better access to historical and proven part information. Start using Exolid One Part today to achieve rapid and dramatic ROI from legacy data discovery and parts reuse.
So this is available now. This is available this year. It's for you. It can help you increase and improve your top line. The second illustration I want to do is for you this morning is really to talk about the influence of consumer. If you go social, you cannot go social without thinking consumer, on consumer experience. To do so, let me invite Vincent Picou, the CEO of 3D Via, the brand that you are familiar with. You know, Composer is coming from the 3D Via brand. Please welcome me. Thank you, Vincent, for being here and sharing your experience.
Thank you.
So, Vincent has a specific story. He left Dassault System, created his company, created amazing leadership technology on the cloud, 3D for consumers, and then called me one day and said, I want to be back with you at Dassault System because we want to conquest the world. So tell me more. What do you want to do?
Thank you, Bernard, for the introduction.
Vincent.
First, when I saw the video, I realized that what you are doing daily is changing the world. You are reaching thousands and thousands and millions of consumers with your product, with what you do daily. And for some of them, it really makes sense, and I'm part of that. Let me give you a story, a very short story, and it's a true story. It's not a marketing story, if you see what I mean. When I was 10, I lose my right leg. And you know what? Now you are with me, because I'm working daily with your product, with SolidWorks design. It's my daily, so you are part of me, and now you are part of my heart also. So thank you. Now the question is, how could we do more? How could we bring the consumer directly to the 3D experience platform? How could we ask them to join us to decide for them? And that's what we do together, and that's what we call internally By Me. So basically what we do is that we leverage our technology to touch directly the consumer. And as a first move, we decided to focus on a very simple topic, which is home. Everyone has a home and a home improvement project in mind. And we think that we could connect products, reseller, and consumer all together in a rich 3D experience platform. So let's discover Home by Me. It's a 2-minute video. Let's launch Home by Me.
That's pretty cool, huh, Vincent? But I love it. Hey, when we did the rehearsal yesterday, Vincent was very impressed with the number of seats here.
Yes.
And then I told him, you know, Vincent, that every day, every single day, there is more than this entire room of consumer going to the Home by Me community, more than 6,000 every day.
Yeah,
what do you plan to do?
Impressive to see them, actually.
Yeah, it's better to see the people, huh? Oh. So, what is your plan for the next 2 years?
Actually, our objective is not only to deliver something nice, another online planning. What we want to do is to bring real products inside a consumer experience all together. And you are the real products. So
that's the connection with the crowd here. That's the connection
we want to do with you, is to bring this technology to reach consumer for brands, but also for Home by Me, and to make things very easy to move from your mock-up to consumer experience. But maybe we can see a short video.
That's very cool too. Now I get it. Now you are saying that all these great users here, creating great products for the society, can now go in a B2B2C.
Yes, that's what we want to
experience creation.
And that's 3D by Me. It will be available this year. And it's fully WebGL based in the browser, and you will be able to publish, to share, and to experience your content directly. So,
Vincent, before you leave, what is your plan in terms of number of users?
We want to reach 2 million users in end of 2015. So let's see if we succeed.
2 million users by end of 2015, and we are on track to do it. You have a new market. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Vincent, with that, you can see that cloud, social, the world of design, connecting those dots together is happening. Before I conclude, let me show you one last element. Bertrand told you the importance of conceptual, social, connected, instinctive, powered by the 3D experience platform. What I want to show you here, and what you see here, is two types of usage, two types of experiences that we provide to our users around the globe. Mechanical Conceptual for SolidWorks users, on industry solution experiences for the kind of CATIA users. So you can see that for the first time ever in the industry, the social aspect of the new world of design is going to play on the full food chain of innovation, from product, concept, to industry, most sophisticated solutions, city, office, home, you name it. That's what we are doing, and that's the power of having an online unified platform. I told you we'd be doing it a year ago. Last July, we started the Lighthouse Customer References, an amazing success. And you will see all along this conference that this is becoming real for you and for your business. So with that, I hope you see that the world of design is changing. The social dimension, the online, the capacity to connect with everyone is becoming more and more affordable. And the capacity to repurpose the digital data so it can be used everywhere for sales, marketing, and everything is a fundamental opportunity for you to develop your business. Once again, I'm so happy to be here, and I will come back in 2015. With that, Bertrand, you have the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bernard. As you have seen, there are a lot of things going on, right, for all the brands for Dassault system. And what I propose, Bernard, is that now we spend a good 30 minutes at looking what's coming for SolidWorks on the new 3D experience platform.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you very much. So you want to see, I know you want to see SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. There is a press release that has been sent out this morning, so you know it's available. So we officially announced the product. And I'm calling on stage Aaron Kelly to present you the SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual application. Here is my friend Aaron coming.
Thanks, Bertrand. Thank you very much.
So you know Aaron, right? We don't have to present you. So Aaron, tell us more about SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual.
Okay.
Okay.
First, I'd like to say thank you for that warm reception. And thank you specifically to the customers. This show is all about you. Now, at SolidWorks World, we typically make lots of announcements of products and services, and this is just like every SolidWorks World. And in this segment, we're going to be talking about SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. Don't worry, we're going to have videos, we're going to show product, we're not going to have any PowerPoint slides. Don't worry, there's plenty of those coming in the next couple of days. I want you to sit back and relax, but I want you to watch things, okay? We're going to go through a lot of different things, but they're going to have impact for you. SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual is purpose-built for component mechanical conceptual design, or mechanical component conceptual design. It's very important. In fact, what you've told us is up to 30% of your design process, or your design time, if you will, is spent in the conceptual phase. And we've wanted to tackle this problem for a long time, but we really didn't have the tools. There are disparate tools out there from different companies that try to add a little bit of value, but they don't all work together. And in order for us to be able to tackle this problem, it took the 3D Experience platform. You're going to hear a lot about that in this conference, and hopefully you're going to understand exactly what we mean when we talk about making designs and connecting people to get to another level. We want to share with you today what we truly feel is the way people will design in the future. Now, SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual is supported by 4 pillars. We've met it a couple of times already. Conceptual, instinctive, social, connected. What does that mean? Conceptual. Rapidly evolve ideas. It's in the name, you can't forget that. Instinctive. Work the way you think. Reduce CAD overhead. Get your job done. Social. Use familiar tools that you are aware of today, but enable yourselves to harness the collective intelligence to make better designs. And connected, because it's online, safe, secure, proven technology, it's going to connect people anywhere at any time. Now, we want to show you a demonstration. And in this demonstration, we're actually going to show a video. And the reason we're showing a video is because we have so much to show you. We thought that that's the best way to present mechanical conceptual. We're going to show the demo, then we're going to have a couple of customers come up. And the customers are going to come up because, you know what? We can say whatever we want, but what you truly do is you trust each other. When you're going to go out and buy something today, what's the first thing you do? You go on the internet and see what other people think about it. And that's what we're going to do here. And all of us here will be available throughout the conference to answer any questions, as well as our customers. So to start things off, we're going to show a short video to give you some context of Mechanical Conceptual from our customers. Please roll that video.
When I heard about SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, the first feeling I had was, wow.
You can really show the client what they're thinking of in a 3D space, and they're wowed by it.
When we go in contact with a customer, we bring a rough designed model inside Mechanical Conceptual and show them how the product will look like. Nowadays we need not 2 weeks, we need only 2 days.
Mechanical Conceptual has cut our sales process in half.
We have the opportunity in saving something between 20 and 30%.
Customers are able to get to the social portion 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It doesn't matter if they're speaking English, Chinese, or Russian. Everybody is thinking with pictures.
We can get a system installed 4 months ahead of what we originally thought. The ROI is very easy to compute there.
A chef needs a sharp knife, and for us, we need sharp designing tools.
SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, it's that creative piece that really flows well between, hey, I got this idea, the customer wants this, all the way through, here's what you're going to get, Mr. Customer, it's on the truck, it'll be there tomorrow.
It's a fantastic video. It gives me a little goosebumps because there's an impact already. We already have customers in production around the world using Mechanical Conceptual, although it's not generally available. We'll give those details later. Now at this point, SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual is a truly collaborative and connected platform. We know that. And in order for me to actually do justice, I'm going to need some help. So I want to invite a gentleman who's probably the most responsible for Mechanical Conceptual that doesn't have a compiler installed on his computer. Please welcome Kishore Boyalakuntala. He is our Director of User Experience and Product Portfolio Management. Come on out, Kishore. All right, buddy. All right, let me take a couple of seconds to set the context of this real-life scenario. Kishore and I are working for the same company. We work for an agricultural machine company, and we've been asked by our customer to make an enhancement to an existing design. I am going to be in sunny San Diego, and Kishore is going to be in frigid Boston, Massachusetts. My team is responsible for the frame design, and Kishore's team is responsible for the cultivator. Kishore, why don't you kick us off?
Thanks, Aaron. The customers who have implemented SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual have told us, one, they are more innovative with the product. They have tried many more ideas, some of them 2x, 3x times the number of ideas, and also bring the ideas to life. You know, it's not enough anymore to innovate once. It's a very competitive environment. You got to innovate over and over again. So innovation begins with you. Innovation happens in the conceptual phase, and I'm confident to tell you that with SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, you'll innovate more, create more ideas, and bring them to life. With that, let's take a look. So one of the powerful things about SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual is the communities. These are project-based, managed, controlled by you, and secure. Now, here I have a community with me in Boston, Aaron, Bertrand, who is our end customer, and Neil Cook, who is the farmer. So finally, I have all the stakeholders in one community helping me innovate. In the 3D dashboard, I have access to all the communities I'm part of and the latest posts and the latest designs. The UI is pretty simple. Top left-hand corner, you have the compass that gives me access to all the applications and processes I'm entitled to. In the middle, you have the unified search. Top right-hand corner, some icons. The beauty of the 3D Experience platform is no matter what product you use, it's exactly the same interface and the same UI. Now, finally for my company, I have a location where all the design requirements are in one place. Here is the design requirements that I got from Bertrand. It's a Word document that says, for example, the plow has to go down 300 millimeters into the soil, and it has to come back up. Likewise, there are certain requirements around the frame and keep out zones. I also have a conversation that's recorded now telling me I'm ready to move forward with this particular project. With SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, the community helps us innovate. Here's an idea from the Bertrand's team around the frame, and Aaron in San Diego is going to leverage this for his designs. Now, here's the frame inside the SolidWorks product we love and use today. And what I want to do is open this inside SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. To do that, it's pretty simple. You go to the compass, go to the 3D quadrant, and click on the Mechanical Conceptual icon. And when it comes up, you will see the top bar as exactly the same UI. The compass on the top left-hand corner, the unified search, and on the right-hand corner, some icons doing exactly the same thing. Now, the beauty of the 3D Experience platform is once you know how to use SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, you pretty much know how to use Simulia or any other product. Now, what I want to do is talk to Aaron inside my design tool. So I log on chat inside the tool and say, hey, Aaron.
Hey, Kishore.
Listen, why don't you open this frame in San Diego, nice and warm, and continue the design?
Sure. Now, at this point, I'm going to do a search, just like you would do in Google, Bing, whatever your preference is. I'm going to do a search for that assembly. I don't have to go looking through unintuitive file folder structures. I can go right to the assembly. Double click, and there it is. It's open right away. Now, in this frame here, I'm going to do some work, but I want you to notice here, this is a single modeling environment. That means I can have sketches, features, parts, assemblies, all living in harmony. What you're going to see here is me starting to sketch. Most of you that are familiar with SolidWorks are going to see that this is something that's very instinctive for you. For those who aren't using SolidWorks and pick this up, it's going to be instinctive because it works the way you think. I draw a couple of circles, I just pull them out. I don't have to invoke commands. What you're seeing here, right here as I sketch here, I'm just going to use mouse gestures. There's a lot of common UI between SolidWorks and SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, and I'll give you insider information. A lot of the stuff that you've seen in SolidWorks in the last year or two, we've been working on with SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. Now, the blue parts that you see there on the screen, they're actually features. They're not parts yet. I'm in control. I work at my pace. All I have to do is just define those. You saw the tree. They were just features. All I have to do is group them into a component, and then I can proceed, because I'm in control. I'll just group those and name them as a part. Again, I work at my pace intuitively. I'm going to define the other blue features as a part as well. And the reason is because at this point, I want to define how these are going to interact with each other. Simple, just name these off, and now I have a part. I have two parts there. Move them aside, click two faces, and automatically a context-sensitive automate is going to show up. I'll pick the mate to get a hinge joint. And you can see here I've mated that with a hinge joint. SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual is instinctive. I can work the way I think without having all this CAD overhead that you've seen with some traditional systems. OK, I'm just going to save that, and we're going to go to a chat with Kishore. So hi, Kishore.
Hey, Aaron.
I'm going to ask Kishore to start working on the mechanism.
What do you want me to do?
I'm sorry?
What do you want me to do?
Oh, well, I have to show you. SolidWorks has these social tools. I mean, SolidWorks Mechanical has, look at this. I can just quickly highlight exactly where I want Kishore to work. And if you look at the screen, when I send that back to him in that chat.
And there you go. Look at that. Aaron's model, my model. It's overlaid on top of each other. What do you think? So what you have seen so far is me collaborate on the web inside communities. Me and Aaron collaborate with each other with chat. And now we are collaborating on the geometry. This is the future of design. And at this particular point, all I have to do is refresh my screen, and I have exactly the same model that Aaron has because we are connected on the cloud. Aaron, why don't you take it from here for a few more minutes?
OK, I'm going to continue the design on my side while Kishore is doing design on his side. And you'll see in the screens that we can continue to work, if you will, in parallel. I want to add a pneumatic cylinder to my assembly so that I can have that articulated action on the arm. What's the best way to find pneumatic cylinders? Use 3D Content Central. Right from the 3D dashboard, a tab away, I have 3D Content Central built right in here, right into the same environment. I can just quickly find that cylinder that I'm looking for. I get a 3D preview, and if you notice on this button, it's just a click away, import it right into my environment. I don't have to save it off and then go find it. It comes right into my assembly. How cool is that? Now, I have my component here. I just switch over to my assembly and simply just drag and drop it right into my assembly. As you can see here, it's pretty easy to work in one environment. The benefit to you is you're going to save time by being able to reuse things such as 3D Content Central. Kishore, what are you working on?
So you must have noticed me and Aaron connected on the cloud, working simultaneously on different parts of the design. Now, what's happening here is I'm creating my first concept. Now, I'm going to do something very simple. I bought certain parts from the library into my design, draw some additional sketches, and push that into the right place. Now, I want to notice something. How the mouses move, the mouse gestures, and how things pop up at the right time, at the right place, so I am productive. In fact, the product behaves as if it's an extension of me. Okay? So now that I'm going to do this very simple one-click dimensions, drag it and drop it. See what happened? Automatically, a coincident mate come together. This will actually go from 2D to 3D, and when it goes to 3D, that coincident mate automatically becomes a hinge joint. So the intelligence in the product permeates 2D, 2.5D, and 3D environment. Now, there's my first concept. I innovated here. I'm feeling pretty good. I can actually do some motion simulation. The motion is actually embedded into design. As I do design, it's coming together. So very quickly, the design requirements are the plow has to go down 300 millimeters, and it has to go back up 300 millimeters again. So I just select it, change direction, and click OK, and that's that. Now, the software is smart. It is predictive. What I mean by that is as I am doing my design, in the background, it's actually calculating all the results for you. And it will flag me, actually, if I exceed the design bounds. And that is how the software of the future should behave. It should be intelligent. It should be predictive. It should be an extension of you. Now, once this particular design is done, I can actually do something very interesting. I can actually do what's called idea capture. Each and every one of my idea, I can capture and reuse it with all its intelligence in the future. In the conceptual phase, you have told us you actually go through many ideas, you pick one concept. And what happens to all those ideas for you? Here, you capture everything and reuse it in the future. Now, once I'm done, I'm feeling pretty smart. I want to actually share this with my community. It's very simple. Right from inside the design environment, now I'm going to put a post to this secure community of 4 people, me, Aaron, Bertrand, and Neil Cook, who is a farmer. So they can take a look and tell me what's happening. I can do several things here. Simply draw a rectangle, put that into the image. I can upload documents. I can actually upload this entire geometry so they can download it on their side if necessary. So there's my first post. I'm done. Now you can see the productivity. There's no email. You don't know what version of the email the customer is seeing. There is no external file that you sent out. It's all there in one community, and you know exactly what your customer is seeing at any given time. Now, I want to make a design change. This concept, I'm afraid, might actually clash with the frame. So what I want to do is just add another extension. You see how easy that is to do in Mechanical Conceptual. And I can guarantee you will fall in love with sketching one more time in Mechanical Conceptual. So once you do it, you just lock it in place, and automatically, even before I say calculate, it already did that in the background. Okay? So now once that's done, I just want to add a dimension to place it right, and I go back to my community again. Now think about it. We have collaborated many ways so far. One, on the web, using chat. We actually collaborated on the geometry. Yep. And now I'm collaborating with my customers with the swim community. What does it mean to you? Your end customer is engaged very early in the process with you in the conceptual phase. You build the trust. And what that means is you might win more business, or you will actually finish products faster, like some of the gentlemen in the videos said. Now, once that is done, I already created some post here, basically, where I have my concept 1, if you see it. There is concept 2, and there's my concept 3. You can do a few things. You can actually add a video. It's a universal language. Your customer could be in China. They will understand exactly what you are showing to them. Okay? And now Bertrand and Aaron said, go, right?
Go.
So now I can commit to 3D. How does your 2D concept go to 3D? And what happens to all the intelligence you put in there? Don't fear. It's very simple. So what I'm going to do is go back to Mechanical Conceptual. Let's take a look at the swim post on the right-hand side. And committing to 3D is very simple, very straightforward. All I have to do is click one button, Sketch to 3D. Now, Aaron mentioned it's single modeling environment, and it's instinctive. So what's happening here in the background, the product is doing some amazing things. It's actually taking all the 2D sketch relationships, converting into 3D joints. And making it in 3D is simple. I just click, select which sketches need to go to 3D, and I'm done. Now, making 3D components is pretty straightforward as well. You just click, extrude, click, extrude, and you're done as well. And the feature tree basically puts together for you automatically, and you don't have to worry about anything else. And there you go. I just want that to be 15 millimeters. Do the same on the other end. That's another 15 millimeters. And I want those links to be a little bit beefier because they are going to take a load, so that's 60 millimeters each. And you're seeing this happen real time, and that's it. Okay? So very quickly, I have created a 3D model from 2D. Now, the next thing I want to do is I have a low noise vibrating plow. I want to bring it in. It's in my library. So I'm going to get it from that library into the part. And as Aaron mentioned before, using context-sensitive automate features, in click, click, done, it's in the right place. This is how future of design is going to be. At this point, Aaron, why don't you take it from here?
OK, thanks, Kishore. Because we're working on the same assembly at the same time, I can easily just reload all the changes or the additions that Kishore has made. What you're seeing here is an example of being connected. There's just 2 of us in this scenario here. Imagine if there was 4, 5, or more people. Imagine the productivity increase that you would get with more people. I'll just refresh that. It's just simple, and we'll get Kishore's changes pretty quickly. And there we go. OK, at this point, Kishore's had a lot of fun with motion, so now it's my turn to do some motion. I'm just going to pick the components that I want to define in that motion and then set it up with some parameters. Pretty easy to do. But I want you to remember, you saw Kishore did some motion previously. I can go through here and I can click on these components and show you predictively how those components will move through 3D. What you're seeing here is a 3D sweep. I can see graphically very easily how those parts or those assemblies are going to move. I want you to notice something. I'm going to take away this 3D sweep so you can see something really cool. I'll turn this off, and now I want you to watch the motion. The first thing you're going to see is Kishore's motion. I've connected that with my motion. So we're able to build on each other's designs and make better designs for that. What do you think of that? That's awesome. Now, the next thing I want to show you is a clearance zone here. There's a clearance zone that we can't have any parts in. So what do I need to do? I need to move that frame out. I need to make it longer. I don't need to go to a feature manager. I don't need to go to a feature definition. This is a single model environment that's instinctive. It will work the way I think. All I have to do is define the geometry I want to move, and then I need to define the direction. And then just as simple as drag and drop, I can change the length of my frame. What do you think of that? Clean interface, easy to work with. There's a couple of components here I didn't build in context. I'll just window select those. Simply drag and drop, and they'll snap into place. Fantastic. Now all we have to do is take a look back and see if we've solved that problem in that clearance zone. Looks like we have. And in fact, I think at this point, we've got a pretty good design. I think we might be able to optimize it. Kishore, you were doing some simulation.
Yes.
How's that going?
Pretty good. So using Simulia's product design simulation product, what I have done is taken that particular model that we have created and put it through some tests. Basically fix some holes, apply some restraints, and see what happens. This is a full assembly with contacts working together for you. There are many things you can do. You can do things like section plots. where you can cut it, zoom to the hole where the stresses are, and actually understand how this stress distribution is. There are other things as well, where if once I hide that particular section, just move my mouse, and it's going to tell me what those stresses are at that particular location. Hide some components, and you can visualize the stresses inside as well. And if you want to see how the stresses rise, just click the play button, and you'll be able to see the stresses increase around the hole. So what we have done so far, if you have seen here, is me and Aaron connected 2 different parts of the world, basically working on the same design, collaborating with our customers, and putting the whole thing together. Aaron?
Kishore, if we go to the 3D dashboard, what we're going to see here is Project Central. And in Project Central, if you will, we can show all of the things that we've done, the motion assembly, the simulation. In fact, here is a detailed drawing of SolidWorks of that assembly that we can do downstream. Just bring it into SolidWorks. Here's a rendering using PhotoView 360. Kishore, I think it's pretty easy to say that SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual adds to SolidWorks and enables our customers and enables people that are going to use Mechanical Conceptual to quickly create these concepts, be able to connect with all the stakeholders, from engineering all the way to the end customer, make better designs faster.
I love it, Aaron. I love it. This is fantastic.
At this point, that's going to conclude this part of the demo. What do you think of that? Now, enough listening to us. We're going to bring up a group of customers who are in the Lighthouse program today. The Lighthouse program, we're calling it Lighthouse. It are customers that are in production with SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. It's not generally available, but we have many customers around the world. I'd like to bring them up and let you know what they think of that. So why don't we bring them up right now? We have Phil Sluter,
yes,
Mike Buckley, Will McLeod, and Torsten Redich. How are you? How are you, Mike? Thanks for coming.
Well, hi,
thank you.
Good to see you.
Bill, thanks.
Hi.
So, first of all, thank you for being part of the Lighthouse program and giving us the tough love to make the product better. Thank you for that. So you're the CTO of your company, Torsten.
Yes, I am.
How is the ease of use has been with SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual? What is your team's feedback?
Well, time is an important issue for Weiser, and I think it's for all of you. We had a real small learning curve with SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, and once learned, we were faster in translating the ideas into the 2D and the 3D. We don't have to think about the structure of the model. So we could decide throughout the designing process if we create parts or assemblies. And we were much more able to understand if the ideas are working in 3D or in the real world. And for that reason, we were able to save throughout our designing process up to 20 to 30% in time. And this flexibility allows us to concentrate on innovating new things.
Torsten, I should say, the manufacturing process that I have seen at your company is top-notch. It's one of the best. The way the red-hot metal flies out, it's incredible. Now, what kind of innovation are you talking about?
Yeah, we were able to visualize in a much more better way. We all think, learn in pictures. And SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual gives us the possibility to bring the ideas in a faster way in our minds. And we created, for example, a special machining process during testing SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual. And the new idea solves a machining process in a special turning process we have in the out-of-round turning. And that's great. And think about our customers. Not all of them are engineers, but we have to give them the opportunity to understand all technical aspects of our products, of our ideas. And I think what is better for developing trust to a customer than a moving picture.
Awesome. Before I ask the question to Mike, I should say, your factory floor is so clean, it's like a clean room.
Okay.
I know you take pride in everything you do. Thank you for that. Mike, how about you? How did Mechanical Conceptual help you and your company?
So at Carl Schmidt, we actually use Mechanical Conceptual in our sales process. We use it to enhance the customer experience as well as reduce the number of revisions that we create internally. One of the recent examples that we had is we did a system layout in Mechanical Conceptual, and we were able to get through 4 revisions into final pricing by the time our competitors were done doing their second revision in 2D. So for us, that's a pretty big deal in what we do. A big reason that we're able to do that is part of the collaboration aspect of Mechanical Conceptual. We're actually able to let the customer log in and see real-time updates on the process, and then if they have a meeting and they have an idea, they can add that to the blog that we work with. And from there, we get instant real-time feedback in Conceptual. So as our engineers design it, we're having a real-time meeting with the customer. So what that means for us is at the end of the day, when we go to give the final revision, it is everything the customer has asked for, and it gives them a greater sense that we know what we're doing with our product. Because of that, we're also able to shorten our sales cycle by up to 50%. And for us, a sales cycle is about 8 months. So when you look at 4-month sales cycle versus 8, that's a pretty big thing for us to be able to quote more products and win more business.
Listen, when your model shocked me. I was thinking conceptual is 5, 10, 15 components. Tell us how big your model is.
Yeah, so our standard assembly in a regular recycling system is about 20,000 parts. And when we do things in SolidWorks, we do every nut and bolt. When we do things in SolidWorks and Mechanical Conceptual, we do every nut and bolt. So when you're looking at 20,000 parts up to 56,000 parts, which is a big assembly for us, performance is huge. And one of the great things about Mechanical Conceptual is we were able to open those big files up to 3 times faster than we traditionally did. So when you start equating that to dollars and cents, it's a pretty big thing for us.
So you're just saying you actually got it from the cloud, that big a file, 3 times faster than anything else. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Wow.
Aaron?
So Will, let's hear from you. Will, I know, you had some concerns about maybe the cloud. Can you give us a sense of your experience with SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual and maybe even comment on the cloud specifically?
Sure thing. Well, firstly, I was very impressed with how rapid the system was to create concepts. I was finding I was creating something like 5 concepts in the time. I'll probably do 3. But with that, there's a lot of data that comes with it. So the addition of the cloud and the flexibility of accessing the cloud, so I can kind of work as and when it suits me, which is great in that respect. It just works really well. So those ideas can be captured really quite kind of spontaneously and very accurately as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the cloud either.
Excellent.
It was very structured, very organized. I was able to stay more organized myself. It had different types of saves. It had a regular save, and then it had what I'd call a concept sketch. I'm sorry, concept archive. A lot of terminology up here. Concept archives, and it was able to save off versions of your part, and you could branch out from that, which is very unique. It matched my workflow very well.
That's fantastic. Now, Phil, a lot of people know Phil, right? He's a superstar here at SolidWorks World. He fills up these big auditorium rooms.
Thank you.
Now, Phil, you've been using SolidWorks for a long time. You know, give us your opinion about Mechanical Conceptual.
Well, I've been using SolidWorks for 17 years.
Thank you.
But I've been using SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual for literally months. So I just know a little slice of it. But what I've seen, I was very comfortable diving in. It kind of reminded me of the multi-body environment with a little bit of extra constraints and a lot of motion. So combine a multi-body environment with motion and the concept archives, which were good. Combine all that, and it was a very good experience. I'm anxious to get out there and look at all the other pieces of the puzzle that I haven't seen yet.
And we're anxious for you to do that too. Thanks, Phil. In fact, thanks everyone here on the panel here. I know it's not easy to get up in front of a group of people, but we appreciate it. We think it's a benefit to everyone here to hear from people who are actually using SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual in production. Thank you all.
Thanks, Bertrand.
I'm staying. Well, you just saw 4 Lighthouse customers. There are many more around the world today using SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual in production. I want to do an announcement. There is a breakout. There's many breakouts. There's 8 breakouts, and they're in the new product section of your guide, so if you want to take that out. And the first one's going to be at 10:30 after general session. I believe it's in room 10. So if you want to see more about Mechanical Conceptual, you want to see it live, you can see it on the Partner Pavilion floor in the DS booth. And if you want to learn more about it with these breakout sessions, please go and see it. Okay, some announcements. Availability and pricing. The pricing of Mechanical Conceptual, with all that you saw, with the ability to do multiple concepts quickly, with the ability to do social, instinctive workflows and being connected, is only $249 a month. And in Europe, it's €249 a month. And then local pricing around the world. SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual will be available April 2nd of this year, 2014, okay? Now, I really believe that SolidWorks Mechanical Conceptual, after we just said that, is really going to change the way people design. What do you think of that?
Thank you, my friend. Well, I guess this concludes our session. Inspired people create inspiring design. Another good illustration. So thank you very much. Have a great day. See you tomorrow for the second day of the general session. Thank you. Bye-bye.